head voice.
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The intro is always the worst bit, isn't it? It's the awkward beginning bit.
It's just awkward when you film with people who, like, you guys watch my videos because they've been in a video,
Yeah.
so it's just different.
Yeah, we watch the videos.
Alright. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are joined with two of my bestest friends. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'll let Ellie go first because she's less important.
Oh, thank you.
I'm joking. Oh god, people are gonna think I'm mean.
Ellie, hi. I met Abby in college.
You both met me in college.
We both met in college. We were in my freelance class for 2 years though.
Yeah.
Kai only had 1 year.
Yeah, Kai only had 1 year of knowing me.
Well, I knew you for 2. My name's Kai. I also have my own YouTube channel,
Just plugging.
Life of Kai, which Abby will link in the description below. But I've literally done mine for a few months, so please go and check it out. It will mean a lot.
I will leave Kai's channel and Kai's social media down below. I'll put Ellie's
We're
Instagram
filming a video
down
for my
below.
channel as well, actually. So
Yeah,
that'll
we're
be
also filming a mukbang video on Kai's channel, so I will link that as soon as it's uploaded. So anyway, for this week's video, I've got 2 friends here, and we're going to basically be talking all about uni. I asked you guys for some questions, and we've got some topics to talk about, and I'm really excited to like just get into it. I feel like we should probably introduce what we're doing. So do you guys want to say like where you're at, what you're studying?
I am I suppose the muggle. Am I the muggle?
Yeah, you're the mug.
Well, I guess I'm the
Yeah.
only muggle now.
Oh.
I go to Newcastle University, which is like up there. And that's the sky. I do a degree in like journalism.
As you basically know me, I've been doing musical theatre at the Brighton Academy for a year, and basically I am changing courses to do child and youth studies at Sussex Uni, so that's really exciting. But I did film a video about that.
Welcome
I haven't
to
filmed it
Muggle
yet,
World.
but I'll put that down below.
And I'm Kai. Wait, I just said I know who I am. Yeah, and I study musical theatre and cabaret at the University of Chichester Conservatoire.
We have different areas of expertise, different lives.
My voice broke.
So, the first question I had is, did you guys find it hard to settle in?
I 100% did. When I first moved to uni, I'm very homefish. Like, I'm very homefish? Homebird. Like, when I've made friends, I like kind of stick with them and just have them. I do kind of find I'm social, but I find it hard to make new ones. So I was nervous as it is, and I hadn't spoken to any of my flatmates before I'd gone, apart from one. And then got there, and they weren't my type of people. They all did business and sport, because obviously it's a uni as well, so they do other courses, and like they wanted to stay up till 5 every morning, listen to drum and bass, and I had to get up at 8 for a ballet class, and like just not my sort of people. Not bad people, just not my sort.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah, and then so I ended up moving, and then also had some slight arguments with people on courses, like just because it's performing arts, it's going to be bitchy.
Drama students.
Yeah, so
No, different
I did find it hard to settle in, and like, I can't cook or anything, so I found that really hard. But I've settled in now. I had many an emotional night.
Yeah.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I didn't actually find it that hard to settle in because I
That's
was
what's up.
living in a house with people on my course already. It obviously, you know, living with people who've never lived before, there's obviously frictions there.
Rub each other the wrong way.
I did find it hard personally coming from like my faith background because I was like the only active speaking like out Christian in my uni, which was really difficult, so I did find that really hard. However,
Sorry,
but in that way it was quite hard, but then I found my church and I love my church, so.
Yeah, I settled in quite well as well because I quite quickly found like a group of friends that really liked me. And
You
I
were
got on
really
with.
lucky with yours.
I was extremely lucky because what happened that one of my flatmates who I was closer to had a friend in the same accommodation from home, and because of that we met. They didn't introduce us like that, but we ended up all being really good friends. And then from there, because my accommodation wasn't the one I wanted to go for, but it was one of the smaller ones and like the cheapest ones. It was more like living in a school, like so everyone knew everyone. Obviously minus a few people who didn't really get involved with the social stuff. And that helped settle in loads because it was like having a little family away from home almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cringe, but like that definitely.
Yeah, you've been
Made it
really
second
lucky.
life.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep
Yeah.
just. I'm letting my thoughts out.
Let me just say something quick.
cut the cameras, dead
I
ass.
suppose I don't know. I suppose I was just lucky because I managed to make like a second life almost. Like
Yeah.
my life at home and my life at uni.
Like Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I
Ellie
know.
Lodge.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Butterfly.
It's so nice knowing I don't have to edit this video. It's just
You know
I just,
you are.
I can talk as much as I want and I don't have to
God,
edit
it's
it.
interesting. Okay, next question I have is, what was the transition into uni like? Was it easy or hard, or was it the same as at school and college?
Brother and sister older than me, so they'd also been as well. So I had a lot of advice. I'd seen them do it. Yeah, I guess what I would say on that is that like Freshers Week helps you get settled in.
So I didn't think it was that much of a difficulty because I don't know if you guys feel the same, but because our college almost felt like a bit like a uni because there's so many people. Basically, where we went, there's thousands of students. You only really spoke to people in your courses or like people that you went to the school with. So it kind of already felt like that a campus kind of vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing different was like obviously the amount of contact hours, the amount of stuff that we were doing, a lot. But that just comes with it. But in terms of like, I mean, because I wasn't at uni, I didn't have society, I didn't have anything like that. Living by yourself is obviously a change, and having to do things for yourself is a change, but like within a couple months you got used to it.
I'd say it was hard for me again. I didn't have a very nice transition period, but I enjoyed it because I was getting kept busy. Because yes, mine's a uni, so there was societies and stuff. Like I was usually at uni till about 10 at night with rehearsals and stuff like that anyway, and I had stuff to do on weekends as well. And like actually a lot of my friends I have now, like my close friends, they're not even on my course, they're from the societies.
Okay, other question related to that was how quickly did you settle into uni life?
Planning on dropping out until November. I was literally set, like I came home a few times, I said to my mum I'm not going back, and like every time I was going back I was like I don't want to be there. And then I found my group and like started to meet more people and felt a lot more happy. I just kept pushing myself, and so I'd say it took me until November to feel settled.
Well, I settled in really quickly because obviously I was so far away from home. Like the choice to go home was just
Yeah.
expensive, so like I was
Not
forced
close.
to. I was forced to basically make it my second home, and then that just made it quick for me, which was nice.
For me, I think because the course is so full on, you kind of have to throw yourself in and you get settled in.
You don't have time to think really.
You don't have time to think, but I did definitely have some times where I really missed home and wanted to see my family and living by myself, and the course is just so much. But like, I think when you're with people all the time, you kind of bond really well, so you settle in and they become like your family.
We're having to re-record this.
We're having to re-record this because I can't get up. So the next question was best advice / shop tips for people starting in September.
Everyone's in the same boat. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's nervous. Like you're gonna find a friend. There's lots of people there. If you only
Yeah.
find one friend or two friends, that's fine. You don't need. I think there's a lot of pressure. Before you go to uni, everyone's like, you find your
have
best
a
friends for
group.
life.
And best
Yeah.
friends for life.
And like-
There is the pressure to like find your group and find your people, but don't be afraid if you haven't found that, because you're there for however long you're there
3
for.
years.
3 years, some people there for 4 or 5 years, like you'll find your people. So
What I said before was say yes to everything.
Drugs.
Disclaimer, there's some things you don't have to say yes to.
yeah, don't be afraid to say no. Oh my gosh.
I think it's a fly actually.
It's gone.
I'll make a slow-mo moment.
Yeah, like if you're not like comfortable with going out, like don't be afraid to go to pre-drinks or like find something else to do, like go out for dinner or like go sightseeing around where you live. Like I was in Brighton, so I went to the pier with my flatmates and on the beach. Like don't be afraid to, if it's not something you're entirely comfortable with, don't be afraid to find other things
Yeah.
to do to bond, because you don't have to just bond on nights out.
That's the thing. A lot of people say uni's like nights out crazy.
It's not.
My friend Jess, and especially on a course like what we were on, musical theatre, I can't afford to go out every night. Not afford like money. I mean like I have to wake up at 8 o'clock for ballet.
Yeah, you have to be up for classes.
I say if you push yourself to go on one night out,
Yeah.
see what you like. You
Yeah.
don't have to stay the whole night. Don't go home alone. But don't. I'm not saying go home with everyone. I mean like.
Make sure, so stay safe at uni. Make sure, like, especially
Condoms.
if you do go out with, I'd say never go out in a pair, always go out with a group of
Apple.
people.
Go out with Apple.
Is that what they call it?
No.
Go out with a group of people, whether it is your house, your flat, or a friendship group.
Also,
get
even
together.
numbers work.
Don't be afraid to like reach out and talk to other people from different houses, different flats. Basically, anyone you can say hi to in freshers, do, or
Could be
just
a
whenever
friend.
you can, because you never know when you're gonna.
That could be your best friend. in a
They
few
could be your
years.
best friend, and you never know when you're going to see each other, when you're going to need each other. What were your expectations versus reality of starting uni?
I thought people would be a lot more mature than they are.
Yeah, I
I
thought that as
agree.
well.
I thought petty arguments wouldn't happen, but I'd actually say I had more petty arguments in my first year of uni than I did the last year of college.
I guess we'd figured out who we got on with, who we didn't get on
Yeah.
with, and who
You just didn't interact with them. If you
who
didn't
would
need
cause arguments and who wouldn't.
to. Yeah, kind of
You know what I
expect
mean?
yourself to like be best friends with the people you live with, because you
Yeah.
always hear like, oh yeah, I loved my flatmates.
Like,
Like we lived
getting
together the
on.
whole 3 years. Like my first flatmates, as I just said, I moved out of their house, and
Yeah.
like you don't live the same as people. Some people enjoy not enjoy mess, but they can cope with it.
I-
Some people like to stay up late every night. Some people like early nights.
Yeah, you figure out
people.
Yeah.
out what people like, and that's part of living with other people. That you do get, like, for some people who don't live in halls or have a very secluded kind of halls life, you don't always get that.
And living together is very full on. I feel like people
It
don't,
is.
at first it's fun. Like, I'm gonna get to live with my friends
It's
every
really
day.
fun at first, but then once the reality hits in and you're like,
You want some time alone.
You want space. So that's always a good thing to have. Okay, next one was, what did you do for food each
Pasta.
week?
That's all
So-
I'm gonna say. Pasta and chicken nuggets.
I was a bit different, so I
You're really
kind
good with
of
yours.
yeah.
Yeah, I kept
So
seeing yours in Australia, and I was like,
so basically, with my course, you get in at like 7, half 7. You don't have time to sit and like cook a meal. Start off doing like I'd do like a dinner, and then I'd have that for like lunch next day, kind of. Or I kind of do like multi-meals, so I'd make like a few meals, and then I started meal prepping, which I might actually do a YouTube video on because it's actually something that was really, really helpful. I find recipes online, and then I just estimate quantities, and I'd make enough for 5 days, and then I'd have that for lunch, and then in the evenings I would have like a sandwich or something, because it only took like 5-10 minutes, and I didn't need to eat much. I didn't actually find I was really hungry in the evenings anyway, like because you kind of snack so much throughout the day
yeah.
to like keep your energy going.
I found I quite enjoy cooking, so I quite enjoy doing things. I made like a lot of like bolognese. I love making pasta sauces. I was one of those like from scratch people like you as well.
Yeah.
I love making things from scratch. I mean, a lot
It
of
just
Thai
feels
curry.
good
do,
knowing
but I
what you're
can't.
eating.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and get into it more in a second.
I also had a phase where I kept like luckily going round to my friend's flat just as she'd cook dinner, and she always cooked too much.
More to do with me. Have you been treated differently by people once you told them you were a Christian?
I would say.
I guess actually, like, because obviously when I met you guys, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian.
I never
So
cared.
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't say it changed my view of you at all.
No, I found it really
Speaking
interesting,
from another
actually.
perspective, I think it's
Yeah.
interesting, and it makes it
Yeah.
like sort of talk about. And
it's a discussion point.
Yeah.
That's what I found. Like, people would be like, oh, that's cool. At uni, and people would ask me questions. I'd get a lot of jokes and comments I've been used to for a while. Anyway, next question. What was your favourite part of you? I mean, we were only in first year, and we only had like however many months of
we only got
Yeah.
6 months
Yeah, we got
really,
6
and
months.
that's
I
just
got
as you
6
get started to get
months to the
settled in
day.
it, proper uni.
And this is going to sound so stupid, but I really did love the like social scene of Newcastle. Like I love everything about Newcastle. So
It's really pretty.
yeah, and like my nights out were like, I mean, obviously there were messy ones and everything, but it's just so
No, they
it's
not.
just so vibrant and lovely there. And like, I think the best part was the people I met, for sure, and just being.
I think that's the same. Like the memories, the little things like going out and like inside jokes. And I think even if you don't necessarily get along with your like housemates all the time or your flatmates, because you're not going to get along with them all the time. Like
always
it's
gonna have the
you're always going to
experience.
have times when you will fall out.
Favourite probably the first show we did, because we went to have 4 shows a year, but Corona came along.
Yeah.
First show we did, the energy was wild, because the first time we'd all performed together, and like everyone from every course came to watch it, our parents came to watch it, like the energy was amazing. That, and also like like the friends and things, like finally feeling like I fit in, that moment when I realised I had friends.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, definitely. I'm going to combat that. What was your least favourite part?
How long do you have? Missing home, and maybe like people still being bitchy, just arguments.
My least favourite thing probably was just the being away from home for so long, which I know. So I'd be really good for like I could go probably 2 months and I was fine, but
And then
like,
you'd
when I
be like,
first went away, yeah, exactly. You get to a point where like you go. I think no, it was this term. I went home for my birthday, like the weekend after my birthday, but I left it early January. So what's that, like 3 months? So I went 3 months without going home once, and that was like.
Yeah.
That was really
Hard.
horrible because
Mm.
you're fine for the first like 2 months, then you get really homesick. And I didn't like how my friends lived closer, so they had all their friends come up all the time. It was so social, and like I get on with the people they
It's
know.
hard when you feel like,
I feel
oh,
like
it'd
I
be nice to
haven't
have
got
my
that.
friends.
Yeah.
Or like my
exactly.
family, yeah.
So I always felt a bit like
Definitely.
disconnected.
I didn't come
So-
home much. My mum wouldn't let me. I came home 3 times in the whole first year.
Really?
2 weekends, and then for the half term, excluding Christmas holidays and stuff, my mum wouldn't let me because she knew if I came home too much I wouldn't want to go back, which I'm grateful for now because I know all accustomed to being home. but I didn't come home much.
Yeah, and also my least favourite part was just the way that it really affected my mental health. I've had a really hard year, and I haven't had a panic attack for 4 months.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll give you a high five, my hands are clammy.
And the last time I had a panic attack was a day in college. That was the most traumatic one I've ever had.
Something traumatic happened that changed my life, Check.
I'm just really excited to not have panic attacks every day or be terrified of that, and to just not need that and not be thought of as that problem person.
It isn't a problem though. That's what I always find like.
You're not the problem, the people that think it's a problem is
Exactly.
the problem.
It's just.
Thank you, next.
Next question was, I mean, it's not really, sorry Ellie, it's not related to you, but it was how much dance experience did you have prior? Because obviously Kai does
Oh,
as well. But.
Well, acting was always my first love. I started acting when I was 9. I just wanted to be an actor, nothing else. I wanted to do film and stuff like that. And then I did panto and we did dance. And I was like, oh, I'm not very good at this. And I had to always watch people, I had to always go like that. And then the second year I did panto, we did a dance to Let's Get Ready to Rumble. So I was like, oh, I like this. So I joined this dance company. They treated me really bad there. I was never put in the front of any dancers. Not that was a problem, but it was to the point where they did it on purpose. Like, oh, let's put Kai there. And I'd walk out the room and I could hear them making fun of me.
When
and
it comes down to personal favouritism kind of treatment.
And I got treated very horribly to the point where other parents would go up to my mum and be like, why do they treat Kai like that? Like it was obvious to other parents that they did it as well. Left there after a few years. That hurt my confidence. But I also went to this other dance school, which I started at when I was 14 until I went to uni, and that really helped my confidence and got my dance experience up, and now dance is my favourite of everything.
For me, I did a theatre group for
Ocean.
I did Ocean. I loved Ocean so much.
Show vlogs, they are available.
Showing vlogs are still up on my channel, and that was my big dance experience. Not technical, but just musical-based dance, which really helped me for auditions. And then I did a couple classes leading up to my auditions, and Ellie helped me with my ballet leading up to auditions.
I'm not
the sweetest person ever.
Honestly.
I did dance when I grew up. That's why I felt qualified enough.
Ellie did dance for a while, and I basically was going to my ballet auditions and was I'd done a couple classes, but I was I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. And then Ellie kind of helped me, and I would stretch a lot.
Yeah,
that's the part of my life that I will miss, but I'm still gonna keep it up because I might as well.
It's good for your body.
No, I also did. I did one of Abby. We did summer schools at drama schools, which gave us more experience. We did GSA together, and I also did Lanes.
Yeah, we're filming a video on Kai's channel, so go check that out.
Which will kind of be a bit more juicy, because my channel's kind of more
it's a bit more tea.
A bit more tea-y, I'd
say. So go follow that, and follow me on all my social media. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're new, and click the bell next to it to get notified every time I upload. I'd love to have you guys join my family. I really want to get to 1K by the end of summer. So please subscribe for new videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Love you guys.
See ya.
Bye.